Welcome to part 2 of the video series on business ethics. Today we'll be discussing what is the importance of business ethics for organization. Now in the earlier part, in part 1, we have discussed what is business ethics. We have tried to define it. We have tried to understand how business ethics has become a very important topic for the entire globe. Most of the scandals that have happened, most of the frauds that have happened have exposed to the society, to the government and to the stakeholders that we cannot afford to have one more scandal. We cannot afford to again affect the lives of so many people which is actually dependent upon the operations of any company. We just cannot afford to have any more scandals, and that is why business ethics as a topic has become very important topic for any management graduate, and most of the business schools are teaching this as a separate paper, business ethics and corporate governance. Now we'll be moving into the topic of importance of business ethics. What is the importance of business ethics for organizations? First one is it controls business malpractices. If there are any malpractices which are happening inside the company, you can control it by having a strong sense of business ethics. It will improve your relationship with the employees. If you're ethically right, the employees will trust you, the employees will love your company, will want to work with your company and give their 100%. Now talking about customer satisfaction, it improves the customer satisfaction also, because most of the customers are now looking to deal with a particular company, are interested in buying from a particular company which is ethically and morally grounded. They do not want to interact with any company which is not ethically right, which is actually performing any act which is not right for the society. They do not want to continue with that particular business or organization. Now if you're business ethically, then you are also increasing your chances of having a greater profits, because of the better employee relations that you'll be having, because of the greater understanding that the customers will be having for your company. Your profitability figures will also go up. It improves the business goodwill, your brand building, your brand equity, your recall value for the brand will automatically improve if you are ethically right in your business. It will help you in better decision making. Whenever a dilemma comes in, you will be in the right, you'll be choosing the right path, you will not be going astray with the wrong path, and it will help in the protection of the society on our overall. These are the various importances of business ethics. Apart from that, we can also understand that one important topic is sustainability of the business. The business, you have to understand, it's a going concern. A business, when we are writing the books of a particular business, it is understood that the business will keep on lasting forever and ever. It is not just for today's profit. So you cannot have a myopic vision that you just be interested in the profits for this particular quarter. You have to understand that the profits should be sustainable. The profit should be sustainable, the growth should be sustainable, and it should help the entire community rise. It cannot be just profits for one particular quarter or one particular year and then you can wind up the business. So that is not possible. So sustainability is important. If you are having ethically grounded practices, you will be able to survive in the heated competition, because there is a lot of competition in business organizations. Among various business organizations, there is a lot of competition, and if you're ethically right, you will be able to survive in those kind of competitions also. And it provides you, the biggest one is that it provides you safety from legal perspectives, because once you are branded as a particular culprit, you will be put behind the bars, your company will be, executives will be put behind the bars, and you will earn a very bad name. And as we talked about Warren Buffett's quote, that it takes 20 years to build a reputation. You just cannot let it go in just 5 minutes by perpetrating a fraud, by getting involved in a particular fraud. So if you're talking about business ethical issues, we can have ethical issues in two types of two forms. Basically, one is overt, which is visible. It is open, it can be seen. Examples can be bribery, theft, sabotage, collusion. And the other one can be covert, which is not actually visible, but is ethical conduct is actually getting wrong. It is hidden and cannot be seen. What can be the examples? Any kind of a corporate acquisition, which is forcible corporate acquisition. It can be marketing policies which are faulty. It can be HRM policies of the company which can be faulty. These are ethical concerns which are not visible to the society, but yet are being practiced by many of the companies. And companies should, in that sense, try to limit these number of covert, hidden ethical issues that they are actually still conducting. It can be also in the form of capital investments and market espionage. So you have to understand that ethical issues can either be visible, which can be seen by the world, and it can be covert, which cannot be seen by the world. So you have to understand these two things. Now there is a very fine line between what is ethical and legal, and it is important that we discuss this important topic, that what is ethical is not always legal and what is legal is not always ethical. So we have to understand the difference. So let us just come into the particular differentiation zone. We'll be discussing ethics versus law. So ethics is basically a moral philosophy guiding human conduct. It is right versus wrong. It can be good behavior, it can be abstract, it can have individual and professional guidelines. We're talking about ethics over here, and violations are not punished. Compared to that, if you look at to law, law is actually rules governing by the society. Now the law are based on ethics. Whatever law the society frames, whatever law the country frames, the organization frames, it is based on the expectations of ethics from the society. Codification of certain ethical values. So some of the ethics, out of say there are 100 topics in an ethical society, out of those 100 the company will choose that okay, I will obey these 10 particular rules which are expected, 10 particular ethics which are expected out of my particular company. So this is what a law actually is. So government administered, law is administered by the government. It is written down rules and regulations. Now if you are not following ethics, you are not punished, but when you are not following the law, it is punishable with fines and imprisonment also. You can go to the jail also. Ethics, if you are not following, it is not punished, but law, if you are not following, you can go to jail, is what we discussed. The last one is the intent of law is to maintain peace and order in the society. Basically that is the reason why law is there. While ethically is a broader concept, law is a relatively smaller concept, but it is the only difference being, the biggest difference being that law is punishable under society, under the rules of the government. Now what are the various approaches to business ethics? A company can choose to be either be on the left hand side of the particular diagram that we are showing, or maybe choosing the right hand side. It is a wide spectrum, so the company can choose from various these 4 options. First one is amoral businesses. Amoral businesses actually seek to win at all cost. They are not considered about the end result. They are concerned only about the end result. They are not concerned about the methods in which they are going to earn that end result. Now anything is acceptable, even breaking the law is acceptable with an amoral business. Then we move on to a little bit to the right. We have a legalistic business. They follow the rules and regulations, that's it. They will not do beyond that. They will just obey the law of the land, but not anything beyond that. If there is something, they will try to tweak with the law. Most of the companies who follow legalistic type of a business, they will try to find faults in the law, and they will set their particular business, they will set their targets according to that particular legal. They will find faults with the law, and they will try to make the most of that particular situation. That is a legalistic business. Then we have a responsive business, which accepts that being ethical can pay off. This is a responsive business which understands that society, customers and employees will give it a cheers up, it will give them a thumbs up if they are ethically right. And then we have finally on the right hand side, the full right, we have ethical businesses which understand that being ethical is the core of the business. So any of the company, any of the corporations that we're talking about can choose from these various options that are available when being ethically right. Now what are the factors which actually influence business ethics? Now the first one, the topic is leadership. If the leadership of the company is strong, if the leadership believes that the company should be ethical, it is only then and only then that the ethics will be followed in the downward particular company, in the lower hierarchies of the particular company. If the leadership is not convinced about business ethics, if the leadership is itself involved in some kind of a crisis, in itself involved in some kind of a wrongdoing, then the entire company will be doing the same odd job. Then it also depends, business ethics also depends on your individual characteristics. If you have been taught in a good school, if you have been given good moral education, if you have been following good practices since your birth, then you will obviously be choosing the right over the wrong. You will be not obviating or the rules of the business ethics. Then it depends on the environment also, what business environment you are trying to create inside of the organization. If everybody is a cheater, then you will also start cheating. The percentages may vary, so it also depends upon the business environment. of the particular business where the business is operating. It depends upon the corporate culture of how the founders of the company wanted their company to look like in front of the law, in front of the society, in front of the entire stakeholders. So it depends on the corporate culture which is existent in the company. It depends upon the strategy of the company and the performance. If the strategy of the company is that we'll not be involved in any kind of wrongdoing, we'll be getting our targets, we'll be achieving our targets through right business ethics, then it will be followed in that spirit. Otherwise, if it is stating that it can, some of the laws can be broken, it's obvious that business ethics will be played with in that case. And it also depends upon the performance of the particular company. If the performance of the company is not healthy, if the performance is going in the wrong direction, in the direction which is not expected, then maybe business ethics will be compromised. So these are the various factors which affect business ethics. So if we were to conclude this, you have to understand that these two topics, which is business ethics and corporate governance, have assumed a greater amount of significance in the light of so many scandals and frauds that are happening across the world. The business curriculum of most of the business schools, we have understood that, are now talking about ethical behavior, professional accountability, and personal integrity. These are things which are being taught to the management students, and it is expected that when these management students actually join the workforce, when they enter into a particular company, they go with the right mindset of being morally and ethically right, because their decision can impact a lot of lives. Their decision can impact the society and the stakeholders at large. So business ethics and corporate governance becomes very, very important. In the next part of this particular video, we'll be moving on to corporate governance, which is again part 2 of this particular topic. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.